let's make mini mango cheesecakes and make them high protein. If you're new to my page, go ahead and like and subscribe to me so you can see all of my new content. I post vegan content, healthy plant-based recipes, things about my vegan toddler and my completely vegan family. So go ahead and follow and let's get into this mini mango cheesecake recipe. We're starting off by making our crust. The full recipe with measurements and directions are in the description. We'll start off with our dates. This is 1 cup of dates and I pitted them already. 1/4 cup of coconut. With this recipe being raw vegan, it is naturally sweetened with dates. Because the dates are sticky, they bind the whole crust together. I also added both raw almonds and coconut oil in. After I add all my ingredients to my food processor, I go ahead and blend it together. If you would like at this point, you can also make additions like hemp seeds or chia seeds. I've also added ingredients like my juice pulp powder before. As you can see, it was already clumping together in the food processor. I'm now ready to put this mixture for the crust in the molds. Now that we're done doing our crust, I'm going to go ahead and put them in these little mini molds. I was going to use my cupcake pan, but I said I really want to make the mini one, so we're going to be using this one. And of course, it's already linked in my Amazon storefront. We're going to just put our mixture into each one of these. So I'm going to spoon about a tablespoon in, maybe a little bit less. About a half a tablespoon, maybe. Yeah. Make sure I just press it down in each one. Because the molds are made from silicone, the crust did not stick to them. Like I said, I got these from Amazon and they're BPA free and perfect for this recipe because I was able to pop them right out when they were done. When I was done, I had a lot of the mixture left over. So you can definitely make 2 batches or cut the recipe in half. So we're gonna set these in the fridge to set while we make the cheesecake filling. For a blender, I do have the Nama C2 that we're using for blending, but I've also used the NutriBullet for a very long time. You'll see that that blender in a lot of my videos. The NutriBullet blender is in my Amazon storefront, and the Nama C2 link is also in my description. These are all the ingredients that I'm using for the filling. I'm making half of them with the protein powder and the other half without the protein powder for my toddler. The base of the cheesecake are raw cashews. You just have to simply soak them overnight or for at least 6 hours so that they get really soft. I also added in some vanilla extract and then agave for sweetener. I definitely would suggest using a high power blender. A good blender ensures that this recipe is super smooth. Next, I cut up me some mango. Mango is one of my favorite fruits, so I loved it in this cheesecake, but you can also add whatever fruit you would like. Some examples will be strawberry or blueberry. And as you saw before, I've also colored my cheesecake with some things like blue spirulina or moringa powder. At first, I thought I was only going to use about a half a cup, but I ended up using a whole cup. For the coconut milk, we're only going to be using the fat at the top, the coconut cream, not the liquid in the whole thing. In order to get that solid at the top, all you have to do is put it in the refrigerator overnight. As you can see, it naturally separates. And with all those ingredients in, we blend them together. So I'm going to take a little bit of this turmeric and put it in there just for a little bit of that orange or yellow color, but not enough to change the flavor. It already looked so good once it was blended all together, and that turmeric gave it a pretty yellow color. It also came out really smooth. Okay, so I'm going to pour a little bit in here just simply because I'm going to put the protein powder in some of them, and then some of them are just going to be regular. So that's all the cheesecake filling. I'm going to put that much, about that much in there, and then we're going to go ahead and do the protein powder. We're going to go ahead and add in that protein powder because half of it, like I said, half of it is going to be with protein powder, half of them going to be regular because I do have a toddler, so I know she's going to want some, and I'm going to make, of course, a lot for all of us. I'm going to do about 1/4 of that protein powder. If you would like to try Compliments protein powder, the link is in my description and discount code at the top of the screen. Now I just spoon the mixture into each one of the molds. And to make sure I knew the difference between the ones that had the protein powder and the ones without, I just added some toppings. So I added coconut flakes, and then the other ones I added the shredded mango. When I was done with those, I was able to make another small cheesecake. I just lined the bottom with parchment paper and used my small springform pan. Like I said before, you can either use the extra to make a second batch of smaller cheesecake or just cut the recipe in half. I tried to make this one all cute, so I added some more of that leftover crust to the edges and then mango in the middle. Okay, so we're gonna let those sit in the fridge for about 2 hours, and then we'll be able to take them out and they'll be done. Here's how they look right out of the freezer. And yes, I said freezer because they were in the refrigerator for about 2 hours and then set up. So I put them in the freezer for like 30 minutes and they popped out. I would definitely recommend storing these in the freezer, but if you don't want them solid when you eat them, all you have to do is just take them out the freezer and let them sit for about 10 minutes. Here they are. Here's the one with the coconut on it, and it turned out perfect. Perfect. Completely perfect. And the good thing about it is that you can put any fruit into this same recipe and make whatever you like. Strawberry cheesecake, blueberry mini cheesecakes, whatever you like, and they're raw vegan. So definitely take advantage of that. And that's all I have for you guys. If you enjoyed this recipe, go ahead and like this video and go ahead and subscribe to me as well. Bye.